Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Brianna McWilliam, and I am an author, educator, Reiki practitioner, and also happen to be an online entrepreneur, and managed to scale my practice online. And that led to developing a program called The Abundant Healer, 90 Days to Scale Your Practice Online, which is a program through which I help therapists, coaches, and healers scale their practices online so they can start calling in the clients' cash flow and clout that they want without having to spend a bunch of money on specialists and gurus and a bunch of different programs that they've piecemealed together. So it's intended to be a one-stop shop to help people really bring in the abundances they seek from a soulful place. And I am super excited to welcome here Kristen Von Fox, who is an alumni of the program and also happens to be a really good friend and colleague. And I'm really excited to welcome you here, Kristen, today and to really talk about some of the really great projects and things that are going on in Kristen's life right now. And also she's going to share a little bit of her experience of the program with us too. So Kristen, welcome. And probably what I would start with is just having you tell us a little bit about where you are right now. What are your hot projects right now? What lights you on fire in this moment?
Hey, Brianna. Thanks so much for having me. I love talking about what lights me up, so I'm excited to be here today. And I did go through Brianna's program about a year ago, and I don't think I was ready to step into the projects that I now have created that I'm really on fire about. But I've created an 8-week signature program for helping my clients to truly transform their lives using psychotherapy techniques, creative arts therapies, and especially using shamanic healing techniques, indigenous cultures that have been using ancient healing modalities for hundreds of thousands of years, like soul retrieval, releasing negative energies, specific manifestation techniques that I've all put into this program, including my book, Be Holy You, How to Bounce Back from Any Challenging Life Experience with Soul Retrieval, because soul retrieval is the work that I've been specializing in. I found a way to teach it to people so that they can use it on themselves, so that they can reclaim their power from any kind of traumas or anywhere that they feel like their energy is stuck. Maybe it's an old relationship or a bad experience that they had a number of years ago. They just want to get over, get their power back, and move forward and create new and healthy patterns in their life.
And so I am curious for you in your process and in your journey, what, let's say, motivated you or inspired you to transition from working in like the one-to-one model to expanding into the online space and working with like one-to-many?
Yeah, and that's a great question. And I think that the main reason is that I wasn't feeling as excited and joyful anymore in my practice working one-on-one. I started working more in groups, facilitating larger workshops, which really is the piece that lights me up. And now I feel like I'm drawing from this endless abyss of energy that is constantly flowing through me when I tap into my purpose. And now I feel like with Brianna's help, I now have the tools to really deliver this out in a very professional way out into the world so that people can really receive what I have to offer. But there's certain pieces that I didn't know, how to use or what they even were until Brianna invited me to join into her program. And I've been working with those pieces and developing my own signature program to bring out to the world that really reflects the things that I'm lit up about, that have changed my life, and that I'm ready to share.
So I'm actually kind of wondering a little bit more about truly transformational. What makes this program different? And I know you actually have a wonderful also lineup of people participating as well in this program. Is that right?
Yeah, so I put together my dream team of healers, the astrologer that I always go to, my friend who does my numerology readings and channelings every year. I always invest in that around my birthday to see what the next phase is going to look like. And also another trauma specialist that is really amazing and intuitively going in and pinpointing where you have stuck energy, especially in your body. She's so dead on. And I've known many of these practitioners for years. And I decided to not work alone, but to create more value in what I'm offering. So it's an 8-week course, which we focus on every week, a different modality for stepping more fully into your power. And you have to come from that knowing of being guided and feeling like this is the thing. It's all about becoming the guru, right? It's all about being that powerful being that you already are and just activating it.
I love that. I really love that. Being your own guru. I really like that.
Everything is now coming together and the money is coming so much more quickly because I know that there's a reason for it to come, and it's given us this new purpose in life.
So thank you, Kristen. I have just one more question for you and then we can end it. The question would be, if there were someone out there that was considering taking this program, and they're kind of sitting on the fence about it and they're not quite sure, is there any bit of advice that you might offer that person?
Without this training that I did with Brown, I've used one or two things that I knew. I followed other people, saw what they did, and I didn't have all the tools, and I felt flat on my face, and it felt terrible. Although I've learned a lot from that, and I've learned a lot about how to do it in the future, it's really important that you follow your own internal guidance and see what your soul wants and what your soul wants to birth into the world, and really honor that process and really become clear about, what is your truth? What do you want to offer to the world? And get clear about, like, is that voice of fear really serving you? And what are you going to get out of it if you follow that same way, the same techniques of having little bits and pieces, investing so much more money in the long run, and then feeling like you're lost and you don't know what you're doing, and then you don't have the support. So I'd say, like, really talk to your soul and see, like, what do you really want to do with your life? And how do you want to get your purpose and your voice out into the world? Brown is amazing. And like I said, I invested in another coach who's really great too. Didn't give me the steps. She just was like, I go to her for motivational speaking because she's just, she like talks it all up. But then when it comes down to, like, well, how do I do that? There's a few little examples, but she doesn't actually talk about any of the Facebook ads pieces, the webinars. She leads you on your own. And those, to me, are the biggest pieces because that's what really brings people in. And of course, you can get on Facebook and do Facebook Live all the time. And, that can attract some attention. But unless you have a strategy behind it, and the strategy feeds into some way that you're going to be supported financially to really honor the world with your gifts, then you might be wasting your time. And I'd say, why waste your time when your soul's on fire to share something?
Yeah.
So
that's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences, Kristen. I really appreciate
thanks for having me.